What's up, everyone? Thank you so much for checking out this video here on Show Style and Spirit. I am Ebony, of course, and as you can see from the title of this video, I want to talk about two subjects. One is Stormy being set up to be the center, the nucleus of Love and Marriage Huntsville, and also, do you all foresee Keke flipping on Melody, whether it's in future episodes or by reunion time? You know, sometimes with reunions or reality TV shows, people can turn into zombies. So I'm just thinking, oh my gosh, will Keke totally flip and decide to make a deal with the Scotts? So before we get into these details, I ask that you all please hit the like button on this video. Then YouTube will recommend this video to more people who enjoy discussing the various topics that come about surrounding Love and Marriage Huntsville. And if you have not already done so, please subscribe to Show Style and Spirit. I would definitely love to have you. And everything that I'm saying in this video is alleged and just my opinion. And the Copyright Act of 1976 says that my fair use commentary on the soundbite that I'll be using tonight in this video is allowed for criticism. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. Now, before I get into the soundbite of the scene between Stormy and Keke, I do want to take you all back to last week's episode, which was episode 1 of season 7 of Love and Marriage Huntsville, where Stormy went to Nell Fletcher's daycare business and she was talking with Nell in Nell's office. And Stormy was pretty much being the bone collector, sharing gossip with Nell about Martell's arrest, as well as Keke and her mom leaking info to the blogs. I believe that Carlos told Stormy to do this scene and to invoke the spirit of charade, giving Stormy a nucleus or center role as the bone collector. Now, in my opinion, no one collects bones better than Sheree Whitfield from The Real Housewives of Atlanta. But Carlos is obviously trying to train Stormy. But be careful, Stormy, because sometimes bone collectors may accidentally get information, get bones mixed up, and can deliver info wrong. Sheree actually did this during season 4 of The Real Housewives of Atlanta when the cast went to South Africa and they were all talking about Kim Zolciak. And it was Cynthia who said, I don't see Kim Zolciak holding a black baby. And Sheree told Kim Zolciak that Candy said it. And Candy said, no, I said I don't see her at an orphanage, but I never said anything about a black baby. And Sheree totally had that wrong. She ended up watching the entire season in real time with us viewers. And by the time they shot the season 4 reunion, Sheree was apologizing to Candy at the reunion, saying that she did have that wrong. So bone collectors, they have to be very careful. They have to organize all of the bones that they are carrying. And when they hand those bones out, they have to definitely have the info right. So Stormy, I suggest if you're going to be the bone collector for Love and Marriage Huntsville, when you are not at your warehouse packing up orders, you need to binge watch The Real Housewives of Atlanta, particularly seasons 4 and 9, when Sheree's bone collecting was pretty much very serious in some storylines, and make sure that you get it right, girlfriend. But still, you won't be as expert at bone collecting as Sheree. Now, I want to play this soundbite between this scene between Stormy and Keke, and then I want to give my thoughts on it because I believe that there's like multiple strings being pulled, multiple goals that they're trying to meet, even to the point where they're trying to make Melody Sharique look like a mean girl. So I'm going to play this soundbite and then come back with my commentary.
I know it's been a lot going on over here, honey. You know, all the stuff like came out after the reunion with like the bloggers and stuff. What happened with what was it? After the whole Houston trip. You know, I was pissed after that whole council session. I remember. I honestly felt picked on in a sense. By who? Not only the counselor, how she came at me, I didn't like the way she came at me. Did you feel that way? You were the only one who had my back. And right now, it's just feeling a lot like, Kiki, you're not supposed to be here. You don't belong. You did this. We know she did this. We also know it was not right. But how do we move forward? I even felt some kind of way with Melody. After I vented to my mom about it, my mom thought she could trust the bloggers and told them what was going on. I am very much surprised to hear Kiki say that, the blogs got information from her mother, because I do believe that is a lie. We share our lives, you know what I'm saying, for the moment for it to be shown to the world, not for it to go out beforehand. That right there, it jeopardizes everything that we all sit up here and work hard for. I think it's very unfair. I just don't see how anybody couldn't get how I would want to seek the comfort of my mom during that time. I can see how you want to seek the comfort of your mom. We can't do that no more. I think your mom knew better than to go to a blogger. My mom is a grown woman. I can't take ownership for what other people do. But if the conversations had never happened, we couldn't even be here. When Kiki's telling me that her mom is the one who is solely responsible for giving information to the blogs, I'm kind of disappointed, because I don't believe her, and I don't understand why she wouldn't tell me the truth. And I think, it's part true. Maybe her mom did say something, but I feel like to just omit herself in its entirety it's not realistic. There's too many facts and there's too much proof. There's so much to this situation, and people just have it so misconstrued. And I ain't gonna lie, even right now, and that's what's so frustrating. I'm frustrated because the saying, "Well, there's smoke, there's fire." There's a whole lot of smoke over there in them blogger streets, and you saying, no fire over here. Okay, and you can tell me, Kiki is so much more relatable. Say, I f***ed up. See, I think, and be real with me. I am Stormy. You can be vulnerable. You can be real with me. You could even. I was at a weak moment. I was looking for. I'm just like, but it's like you saying, well, I just told my mom, your mama's smart lady. You smart one. You one of the smartest bitches here. Absolutely. Probably D. I would say D. I did go royally. Regardless of what happened, it all comes back down on me anyway. So the details really don't matter. It's just I've been wanting to express the details to get people to understand. Like you said, though, the details don't matter. And by just even hearing you say I did go royally, that's refreshing, because to me that shows like you see now you got to take accountability for yourself. Absolutely. And for others. I'm going to ride for you winning every day. But when you start allowing these people the opportunity to say, I told you so, see, everything I said was right, it puts me in a different type of position, because I start not knowing what to trust. You know what? I apologize. Let me just say this. I learned from my mistakes. Thank you. I never repeat them. Unless I ain't learned the first time. But I definitely learned the first time with that one. I'm all for Kiki winning. Like, I'm going to always want to see that. However, as it stands with my trust with Kiki right now, I don't believe her. And I truly believe that she is the one to have leaked the information to the bloggers. And to be honest, at this point, it's possible that even though she's saying she didn't, I feel like, she don't even believe that anybody else believe her.
Okay, so you all heard that. In that scene, there was a couple of things that I wanted to point out. Stormy said Kiki is trying to put it all on her mom, but there's too much proof. And of course, she is talking about the audio that was released of, recorded conversations, which is how the information was leaked out to the blog. So I also want to point out, in terms of Stormy and her being set up to be like the center, of the show. Stormy, in my opinion, in that scene with Kiki, she is playing a counseling role. This is reminding me, if you watch Love and Marriage DC, it reminds me of Arena Tyler, when she meets up with people who are at odds. She'll film scenes with both of them and say, I think the two of you should have a conversation. She will spend time with the person who perhaps the majority of the cast is just not feeling. She'll try to bring everyone together. Also, this scene between Stormy and Kiki, I felt like it was trying to give Karen Huger on the Real Housewives of Potomac. Karen Huger, in my opinion, she comes off very approachable, easy to talk with, a good listener. She doesn't judge. She gives useful advice. She's very maternal. I feel like she instantly, especially when she's filming a scene and a person is in distress, like she turns into mom, and she really approaches you the way she would if you were her daughter or her son. And I know for me, that's what makes me love Karen Huger on The Real Housewives of Potomac so much. And she is like the fan fave. Now, the difference is with Arena always trying to bring people together on Love and Marriage DC, and Karen Huger being so maternal and warm, that is very natural about these women. It is not anything that the producer has to like coax them to do or, train them on. It is something that they do very naturally. And so it just works on their respective reality TV shows. I feel like, again, Carlos King and his production team, they are training Stormy to take on these types of personas and roles to hopefully make her some sort of fan fave on Love and Marriage Huntsville. And again, to try and make her the center of the group, the nucleus who brings everyone together. So now, I don't know, y'all, if this is like some sort of sign, that Melody Cherie may be ready to walk away from Love and Marriage Huntsville. I don't know if conversations have been had behind the scenes or if production has that feeling. So they're trying to prop Stormy up to take on that central role. I made a video in times past where I was talking about how Melody is wearing in some scenes like the short blonde, and it's so reminiscent of season 1 of Love and Marriage Huntsville. And then I said, if it seems so symbolic, like she's taking it to the beginning, like this may be her last season, and then 7 is God's complete number, and this is season 7 of Love and Marriage Huntsville. But in any event, I don't know if that's what this is meaning. Now, also, it's hard to fully embrace this type of maternal, bring everyone together role for Stormy, especially when you have awesome bloggers like Trending at some point who keeps us in the know with the legal situations that allegedly Stormy is involved in. So it's just kind of weird when she's taking on this central maternal role on the show, but is not at all discussing anything else that bloggers are finding and revealing. So, I just always think that that's strange about like the Scotts and Stormy on Love and Marriage Huntsville. They're totally acting like they're in another world when they're filming for the show. And the bloggers reveal what's going on in their real world. Okay, so that's what I just find so amazing. But what do you all think? Do you think that Stormy is being like propped up to be like the nucleus of the show? Do you think that this is a sign of Melody Cherie perhaps exiting the show? Or do you think, which is a concern for me, I'm wondering, are they trying to make Melody look like the mean girl? Because we saw where Melody eloquently said in her confessional, as well as to Kiki, that she is very guarded. The more that God elevates her, the smaller her circle gets. and she just does not have any time for any sort of negative energy or negative relationships. And I totally felt Melody on that 100%. And then she said in her confessional, I wish her well. And she said, I just don't have any space for her in my life right now. And I felt like that was very clear and concise. That is something that therapists will teach you, especially if someone is being disrespectful or they're trying to manipulate you or they've betrayed you. You wish them well and you go on with your life and you do what is best for you that makes you feel safe and respected and know that you deserve respect and honesty and love. And so you move accordingly and you wish that person well. Now, if it is like a blood relative and at some point maybe you're going to see them at like family dinners, the holidays, you keep a distance, don't tell them too much, because they may try to use it against you. And, again, you wish them well. Like, that's awesome therapy. So I just totally felt Melody on that confessional scene 100%. And hopefully Kiki understood it. Now, what I am concerned about is because Kiki definitely, I feel like she definitely wants to be on the show. When you interview her, she's talked about, her studying journalism in college. She was always interested in television. And when the Scotts were filming for Love and Marriage Huntsville, she would go over to Tisha's house and try to connect with the producers. And she said that Tisha did not like that, allegedly. So she definitely wants to be on the show. And knowing that Melody is done, does that mean that Kiki will not only make up with Tisha, but will she agree to try and come after Melody? Will she be barking at Melody at the reunion? Or if there's a season 8 and Melody decides to stay on the show for season 8, will she try to bark at her then? I feel like if she were to do that, that was totally something that she was asked to do, forced to do, by relatives, in my opinion. So I'm just hoping that she will not go there, but I don't know. She may flip. I mean, even on our corporate jobs, you've seen people flip. They'll do it to be in the clique, to protect their job, so you never know what someone will do. We just have to wait and see. I know that Melody can handle it because she's very intelligent and confident. She is clear and direct with her words, so she would definitely be able to defend herself. But I just don't like the gang up. I don't like the unfair treatment. But I know that she can handle it, but I know that it would be unfair. Now, you all let me know, do you foresee Kiki flipping on Melody, or is like the vision kind of blurred? You have to see some more episodes. You have to get closer to the reunion to really make a definitive decision. Or do you think that Kiki will not flip on Melody and just give her space and maybe, deep down hope that one day they could somehow form a new friendship again? What do you foresee for that? And, again, do you think that production is trying to prop Stormy up to be the nucleus of the show? But I thank you all so much for watching this video. I really appreciate the support. Please hit the like button on this video because it is a free way of supporting the channel. And please subscribe to Show Style and Spirit if you have not already done so. I would love to have you as one of the showstoppers. It is Sunday. I talked with some friends on Instagram. I love talking to my friends, like on the Instagram telephone. And then I went to the park. I finished my book and I walked around for 50 minutes. Then I went to the gym and got on the elliptical and did like some squats and some leg raises and some lunges. And I went grocery shopping. And I am going to meal prep so that I can have something for lunch this week. And then I'll take a shower and go to bed. So hopefully I'll be in the bed in an hour. And I created some content. So it was definitely a power Sunday for me. But I hope you all had a great weekend. I hope that you've positioned yourself to have a smooth Monday. Don't forget to set your alarms. Try not to snooze if you can get up on time so you don't have to rush in rush traffic, rush hour traffic, and feel stressed. Think positive thoughts, say your affirmations, journal to get your thoughts off of your mind. And it will not be a manic Monday tomorrow. It will be a magnificent Monday. And I will talk with you all soon. Bye.